Morning, girls. How are we doing? Back here again with Amberlynn. Read this one is: Am I looking for a girlfriend? If I lose weight, no one will watch me anymore. Vlog. The if I lose weight thing, it's something I've mentioned quite a few times. Looking for a girlfriend, obvious. We all know it's obvious, so don't need to dress. If I lose weight, no one will watch me anymore. That is something that Boogie298, something I talked about on my main channel a very long time ago now, it seems, because people keep reminding me I don't make content about him really that much anymore because he's really boring, but, you know, we'll move on past that. Pretty much, he was always scared. In his weight loss channel, he did a Boogie Down 550, if you've ever heard about it. He did a weight loss channel, and he repeatedly said on it that he was worried that he wouldn't be as funny anymore if he lost weight, because he was up near 600 pounds at one point, and he played a big fat Francis character who's like, rah, and just constantly raged, and he's a big fat guy, and he could barely move, but he flopped around the place, and he knew himself. He said, it's a freak show. People like it because it's a freak show. This is back when he's more honest. It's kind of like that with Amberlynn Reid, because once Boogie lost a lot of weight, he stopped being like as obvious a punch bag. People thought, okay, he's just kind of like a pathetic old man now who's kind of fat but not super fat, so who cares about him anymore? Amber's exactly kind of that as well. If she lost weight, like, what would she be? Like, how many people would be lining up around the block to see her, I don't know, make a Lego? Like, she's going to do some scratch arts. Like, who would be lining up around the block for that? All she really has is her morbid obesity that makes her a bit of a freak show attraction. And that's it. Yeah, let's just get straight into it.
Hi guys, welcome to a new video. I am about to do my makeup, so don't worry. I'm probably just going to do something like
wanted to see
today.
that.
Right now, I'm watching the Really Good Podcast with Bobby.
Fantastic. At least it's not H3. She is getting more moon face as the day goes on. I love that there's still like just like the glitter on her eyes from like makeup from 4 days ago now at this point. I'm about to do my makeup. It's like, no, don't worry, it's already done. It's already done. It's still there. It's still there. It's fine. You can live off this for the day.
Just in the middle of doing my eyebrows when a massive bug just flew into the window and died. From the outside.
That's crazy. Are you going to film the dead body? Because it died. So you obviously saw the body. The body is visible to you. If you saw that it's dead, obviously you're going to go and film. I love that like she is like so bedbound, housebound right now that her entire vlog collection right now is there's stuff. Oh god, guys, you should see all the crazy shit happening outside my window. Whoa, it's like we were like in the original War of the Worlds. It's like a radio drama of people describing shit that's happening outside the building. That's all we're doing. It's like the duck thing. Now, oh, you should see, oh, this crazy thing. Oh my god, over there, a bug just exploded and blew up, and the fucking the tripods are rising from the ground. It's like, I'm really glad that you're not carrying like a small piece of mobile filming equipment you could easily just turn over and film the fucking dead body. This is just so dumb.
Obviously. They thought they could fly in here and it just went dong. That's the noise it made. Literally dong.
Sure.
Oh, that was hard to see. That was sad. Okay, so I'm...
Look how nice I am, guys. I feel sorry for a bug. Okay. Cool. Cool. I take it all back. I take it all back. She doesn't film her dog in pain for content or anything like that. She's such a good person because she feels sad that a bug that more than likely doesn't exist died.
Not done with my makeup. I'm still mid makeup, but I have had so many DMs on Instagram of people asking about the glitter that I'm wearing. Well, I'm not currently wearing it. I might wear it today. I don't know.
No, you are currently wearing it. I literally can see it. I was just getting ready to skip this whole thing because I'm like, okay, this is another fake story where she's like, oh my god, everyone like loves my glitter. Oh my god, like, yes, guys, I'm basically a beauty queen. And it's like the only people I've ever seen like mention your glitter in passing is like, holy shit. It's so obvious when she doesn't wash her face because you see the glitter for like 5 days after she fucking wears it. And that's exactly what I've already pointed out. That's what people are pointing out with the fucking glitter. I'm obviously not wearing it right now. No, you legit, do you know what? You actually still fucking are.
Hi guys. So.
Oh my god. Oh god, we're already going hard. You just put on your makeup and you're about to ruin it, Amber. Oh, you didn't think this ahead.
Update on my life. I finished my makeup.
Update on my life. I finished my makeup. I don't know why that's so funny for me. But I don't think I've ever updated anyone in my life and be like, update on my life. I'm so sad, guys. I cried. I just think that's a bit cringe.
I went outside for a walk.
Oh, no, you didn't. Stop it.
Saw some people. Waved at...
I wish I hadn't paused that so early. I waved it. Okay. When you walked outside, because you filmed that dead bug that definitely existed from earlier on, I saw some people. Holy shit, people exist outside your window as well?
Some people, smiled at some people, made small talk with some people.
No, you didn't.
And it was nice.
She like constantly claims she has like really bad anxiety, and she's just doing the fucking boogie shit where it's like, I have such bad crippling anxiety and depression, guys, I can barely leave my house sometimes. But I walk outside and I'm like super extroverted and I talk to everyone. I literally stop people in the street to have conversations with them. It's like, wow, it's like you're two entirely different personality types rolled into one. That's so suspicious.
And Twinkie got pet on by some strangers.
Sure.
Sometimes I'm weird about that. I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. I came back inside.
Maybe
like,
because it doesn't exist?
I came back inside. I was okay.
Uh-huh.
But then, like, I don't know. I just started...
You started crying when you realized you came back to an empty house because Feline definitely does not live there whatsoever at all. I'm sorry. It's so obvious. Like, ever since she claims that Feline sleeps on the couch, it is the most she has ever filmed on the couch. It doesn't make any fucking sense why she'd be filming on the couch that is now Feline's bed.
Writing poetry, and I have not written poetry in a really long time.
You read it to us like 3 episodes
like,
ago.
Writing used to be, like, really special to me, like...
Bro, you write about your life like it's a novel. You literally do drafts of your journal. You are the only person I've ever heard of who is writing their journal, apart from Erwin Rommel, who wrote drafts of his notebook and diary. You're the only person other than Erwin Rommel I've ever heard does drafted, like, diary entries about yourself. Holy actual fuck. Bro, I used to really love writing. Well, you're all about the creative writing right now, trust me. Even the bug story from earlier on's creative writing.
Poetry is...
So deep,
one of my favorite forms of art, besides like music and stuff. I can't create that.
You could.
But I used to create.
Foodie Beauty sings, and she can't create music. Like, you could go for it yourself. I would actually be all down for like a Zachary Michael diss track or Oh Lordy It's Geordie diss track or something. Come on. So what rhymes with sympathy bone? Sympathy bone. You should all atone. Oh yeah, but I'm fucking lyricist. P Diddy ain't got shit on me.
And that was my form of art. And I eventually, like, realized I...
That they're cringe and stupid?
Wasn't passionate about it anymore.
Okay.
Because...
Not that you were absolute dog shit. No, it's just, she lost the passion, guys. She was still a creative genius, but she just lost the passion for it.
A lot of, like, outside influence. And so I stopped writing.
Who's she blaming there? Okay, I don't know when she stopped doing the poetry thing, because I've only ever heard bits and pieces of her poetry. Like, when did she stop doing her poetry? Like, which girlfriend is she blaming for her not doing her poetry anymore when she goes, outside influences? Or is she complaining about people laughing at her online? Is she blaming Mr. Snowflake for it? Like, as you all know, I'm not as versed in the Amber lore as you guys probably all are, so you might actually need to fill me in on that bit.
I did. And when I journal, like, there are moments where, like, I'll maybe write a poem that's, like, a couple sentences. But nothing
beautiful.
Like how I used to write. I will say, like, how I used to write, like, a decade ago.
Aren't a lot of... and a girl. That's I just took a bite out of a dumpling face. Like, aren't, like, most of the poems that at least I've heard her say, really aren't, like... 14 stanzas long, if that's even the right terminology for them. I haven't done poetry in a very long time. Because I only done a couple of lines. Like, most of your ones seem like a couple of lines. Actually, wait, did she stop? Was the last poem she ever did the Raindrops and Petals Eavesdrop, or whatever the fuck it's called? I said the wrong word. Was that the last poem she did?
No, definitely not the way I write now. Like, I've changed my writing style for sure. But like,
it's
I
more
just
about
consciously
journaling.
Feel like my writing is never good enough, and
that's because
whatever it may be. Because
it is
it was
bad.
never about that.
Well, okay.
It was never about like, oh my god, what a great poem. It was more so about the way it made me feel.
Cool, 100%. Which, okay, firstly, like, that is actually true. Like, if you enjoy doing something, just do it. Like, as long as it's not, like, hurting anyone, who gives a shit. If you write cringe fan fictions online or something like that, do it. If you draw cringe art online, do it. Who gives a shit, bro? If you're sitting there and you go like, do you know what, I need a hobby, I want to do water paintings or watercolor art, and I'm not very good at it, just do it. Like, who cares? You're the only judge of yourself you really should care about for, like, especially something that minor. If it's bad, but you enjoy doing it, like, who cares? So she's entirely right there, but she clearly does think it's good because she, like, reads her poetry on her professional YouTube vlogging channel, where she will dedicate entire segments to, like, sitting there reading, like, and now for a poem I wrote 17 years ago, and, like, does the, we both look at the same moon, like, in a wistful voice. She clearly thinks it's good enough to be reading it to the public, to, like, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people online.
And I stopped feeling that way because of, like, outside things. But I just wrote a poem and it just, like, really hurt.
Okay.
I guess.
Was it a sharp poem or something like that? How did the poem hurt? Was your pen like fucking sandpaper or something like that? Oh god, what is this gonna be for? Is it looking for a girlfriend or I lose weight? Because what are we doing here so far?
It needs to happen though, like, because I remember yesterday, I kept holding back tears all day long.
Oh no!
Like, literally all day long.
Oh my god!
And normally I just let myself cry.
Uh huh.
But all day yesterday, I had this lump in my throat, and I just wanted.
Well, you should have swallowed the potato more. you gotta get the chewing going. You gotta get the chewing going. Maybe the lump in the throat. That you know, you feel a lump and you just like, oh, it feels tight. Maybe it's your choker. Maybe you should stop wearing it because it's slowly turning into like a garrote, and at some point your head's just gonna fucking pop off. Do you think she can take it off anymore? Do you think she can, or is it just like melded into her skin? Her skin is formed around it now. This is just kind of lame. Like I don't remember what her last vlog was. Because she's been doing the whole like, oh, I've been so busy doing all this cool stuff, meeting people, hanging out with people, recently, and now it's like, yes, I literally struggle to not cry every second of every day. It's like, fuck, bro, can we just go with one personality type, please?
I had to cry so bad.
Oh my god.
And I wouldn't let myself.
So sad.
And then it was finally nighttime. I'd say after like 10 hours of just like holding on strong.
Oh my god, this is
I finally just let myself do it. I just started bawling my eyes.
I'm probably just gonna, if we don't get to like an interesting reason for all this fucking nonsense, I'm just skipping this because it is just the biggest ooh. I'm so sad, I'm so emotional. Look how fake vulnerable I'm being. It's absolute nonsense.
Alright, so I'm about to have some
Holy action, oh my Christ. Like literally, we went for like fucking 5 minutes straight of that nonsense, and now we're about to do feeder content. Whereas, as anyone with half a brain notices, we're slowly losing the vegetables over time and just slowly getting more. We're fucking like fried sausage. That's great. This is really like the perfect summation of her life. Legitimately, it was just, I'm sad, I cried, crying is good, people are mean because they judge me, I'm just trying to get through this, I'm heartbroken by this mutual breakup that happened a month ago now, oh my god, how do you people not realize I'm just so heartbroken by it, because mutual breakup, I guess. Also, she was getting loads of Instagram DMs, especially by people telling her she's like the strongest, best, most amazing person in the world, and the most vulnerable person in the world, which makes her just the greatest person who's ever existed. Ever. Fantastic. Awful.
some raw broccoli with cottage cheese.
Oh, I forgot to say, yeah, we're probably also not going to watch this either, because I made the solemn vow I'm going to never make you guys have to sit there and just watch you go, cottage cheese,
Mustard.
Also, she also, sorry, just quickly add in, it was the cottage cheese, because I said that, it just made me think. She said when she was doing her poetry, she was crying. She's like, I was crying and I was writing poetry and it was so hard. And I just sit there in my head, just picturing her just writing down, like, cream cheese is like a shimmer to an outlet. That's the only side, that's the only poetry I remember.
So I don't know why this is a hot topic, but...
Your ugly ass tits. Is that the hot topic? Her trying to do the catfish picture and trying to show off as much cleavage as possible. I don't know why it's a hot topic, guys.
I showed you guys me just taking a filtered selfie on my Snapchat, which this is something I do every day and I've done for years. I only communicate with my personal in real life friends or family. But
you don't have personal in real life friends. And also, like, I send this to my family. It's like, okay. Okay. Are you trying to sleep with your mom or something like that? Are you trying to sleep with your brother? What the fuck are you talking about? I only send this to my family. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't send this picture to your mom or your brother. You don't. Only my real life friends. Yeah, with as much cleavage as possible for your real life friends who, firstly, no one actually believes exist. Secondly, why would you just send, like, your most exaggerated cleavage shot that has ever existed ever to your friends? Can we not? Can we just not? Can we not? Okay, thanks.
Or whatever it may be on Snapchat, and we're always sending photos back and forth or whatever it is.
Believe you.
And now people like have a conspiracy that I'm looking for a girlfriend because I showed you a filtered photo. The stretching has gone way too far, folks.
People just believe you've been going for a girlfriend for like every reason. Like this was not like the spark that lit the fire and people like, oh, and I thought she would be celibate after this. Oh no, she's looking for another girlfriend because she sends titty pictures. It's like, bro, literally the second you fucking announce the breakup, people are like, oh, bet she's already got one, bet she's hunting right now. Okay, this is not the first step in the marathon. We were already halfway there.
I promise you, I'm literally just sending this to one of my really good friends.
Yeah, okay? Sure, okay.
Y'all, I don't know what is happening, but my mood is so much better right now. Like,
after you complain about the haters, imagine after you have a wee rant about the haters because they're like your entire existence. You had a rant about them. You've tried to imply that they're all evil, crazy psychopaths, but now you feel better. It's like, oh, I wonder why.
I just changed the litter box,
Yeah,
had a little laundry started.
Yeah, sure.
Like, clean it a little bit, pack it a little bit.
I believed you, yeah. 100%. You know, like, you were documenting your packing and showing us you packing, and now you're just not doing that or anything. You're also showing us you do. It's like, it is just embarrassing. It really is. We get it. We get it. You're trying so hard to convince everyone that you can do anything. Because you see a comment, someone go, I bet you can't even clean our litter box. Guys, sorry guys, am I vlogging? Whoopsie, I didn't even notice, guys. See, I was busy. I had just cleaned the litter box. It's like, okay, cool. It's like people say, oh, she can't even do her laundry. She's like, oh guys, I'm sorry, stretching my arms here. See, the thing is, I was just doing all my laundry there. Just off screen, guys. It's like, okay, we get it. We get it, bro. We get it. You're trying really hard to convince us that you can do basic household tasks. It actually makes it less believable. Like, you probably should learn that by now.
And I just feel so much better. I told you, it's like that crying session that needs to happen every single day. And I'm fine with that for now.
Cringe.
But since we're in my good old room,
okay,
y'all, there's so many things that I have to, like, go through and look at and, like, be sad about getting rid of. But knowing I don't need it, or it has memories that I don't want, you know.
I'm glad we went through this trip with you.
And it's like, I have to sit here and decide.
Holy actual fuck, could you get to the point?
I'd like, do I want this big guy right here? Like, this guy's pretty good, pretty decent, super expensive.
It's like you smeared some fucking butter on the lens or something like that. Thanks, the professional photographer here. Like, why did we need this? Guys, I'm not sure if I'm still not sure. Should I keep a chest of drawers? It's like, I don't know, maybe. If you want, I don't know why you think I'd care.
But there's one down here that is super, like, floppy and annoying.
It's weird. It's almost like you can't bend down far enough to fix that one. You know, just a speculation.
So I'm over here trying to decide what to do. I am getting rid of...
Get a wider mirror. I think that's a step one. Get a wider mirror. You're gonna need it soon.
Of these mirrors, by the way. Yeah. I used to have 3 of them because I was gonna do this whole moment.
Well, when I said get a wider mirror, I didn't think you need to put 3 side by side. Like, come on, it wasn't that mean.
And they're so dusty right now, but I just, like, don't care. But I used to have 3. I got rid of 1. Now I still have 2. I have this guy, and then the other one's right there. So I will be getting...
How long have you been in here and you've just got them propped against the fucking wall? You've lived in your house for years.
Rid of these for sure. I'm trying to think of, like, what furniture I plan on keeping. I have a huge chair in my living room.
I remember, like, she pretty much said she wasn't going to be keeping, like, anything during the move because she wanted, like, a totally fresh start. She was talking about how she's going to be selling all of her stuff. Is this why she's just randomly showing this off now in case she decides to try and sell it? This is her, like, advertising it to her viewer base. It's like, oh, guys, I'm just so prepared to sell this 5x6 mare with bedazzled lights around it. is that what we're doing? Are we saying your advertising pitch?
I'm probably gonna get rid of, which is kind of crazy. I don't know, it's just like memories or held on to certain things. Like, I'm trying really hard to separate.
She is really struggling to walk here. Like, she is, like, taking, like, big... She had her arm out, like, steadying herself there as she fucking walked. Like, my favorite thing... Obviously, she's not, like, as, like, super out of breath as she pretends to be. Like, she obviously is walking, like, literally feet here. She has moved the distance of 8 steps, probably, in the entire time she's been up here. But, like, she's staggering. It's not like she's like, which is hilarious because she claims she has, like, super pneumonia. But she's, like, obviously struggling to walk this tiny-ass distance.
Break myself from blankets? That's a whole other topic.
She had to hold the door frame getting through. Did you fucking see that? She had to hold the door frame to squeeze through that fucking door. Holy shit. I wonder if the next tenants are going to be upset about it. Like, they come in here and it's like, what? Why is all the paint rubbed off the middle of the door? What the fuck? And is it coated in butter? As Amber just sliding in right through the door with her butter shield.
There's going to be a lot of blankets that I'm getting rid of because of memories and stuff. Because I have this weird, like, attachment.
Oh my Christ, she's just so, like, it's just it's because of memories. I'm gonna get rid of my decorations because of memories. On my furniture because of memories. On my blankets because of memories. We get it. It was like 1 segment ago. You were sorry, it wasn't even 1 segment ago. You literally hadn't even stood up at that point. You were telling us about how you're so much better and so much happier now, and now you're sitting like boo-hooing about fucking memories again.
With blankets, literally been like this since I was like 2 years old. So. Don't ask, don't come for me. I'm a weird girly, I'm quirky. So
oh my god, she's so quirky, guys. She, like, connects memories to things. No one else has ever done that. We should study her and her brain synapses to see how she works, because she's such a quirky, dainty, unusual girl. There are people, there are like fucking like 30-year-olds who have their like stuffed toys still because they've attached memories to it. You're not even close to unique.
Like when I want to eat takeout, it's hard for me not to.
There's nothing I like more because she showed that in the freezer, and she's gone and put down her camera to do a dramatic taking it out of the freezer shot. She's pretty much saying she doesn't eat takeout anymore. Instead, she has got like cauliflower cheddar bites to stop her from getting takeout. Like I'm sorry, with how addicted you are to food apparently and takeout especially, I don't think you're just like, you know what, I'll just have a couple of these cheddar bites instead. That will just stop it. It won't. It just won't. If you're that addicted to it, having some random cheddar bites that aren't even like super unhealthy because it's still like cauliflower cheese, it's not really going to change anything. She also claimed that she took Twinkie for another walk. You know, this is walk number 2 of the day, guys. You know, where she walks far enough, she meets numerous strangers she can wave at and talk to, and they all come up and see Twinkie because she's like the local celebrity, I guess. Yeah, that. She took another walk that long again, apparently. Sure, okay.
Hi, we're back. So it's been like 5 more minutes. I catch myself watching Alex, you guys know, the reaction channel. And I'm just listening to him right now, and he literally just said that if I lose weight and become like a success story.
Okay, so we're here now. Yeah, cool. She's watching Alex. Sorry, I was just getting ready to skip this entire thing because obviously it is just her sitting there making the fucking cheddar things, and this is like the 3rd segment of her checking the air fryer, which is, as you all know, fascinating. Okay, so she's back to watching Alex's shook again, even though she doesn't watch reaction channels, you know, again. But here we are. She's watching a reaction channel again. Let's go.
Yeah, that no one's gonna watch me anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty much just said that.
Which is true.
So it's just like these reaction channels, you ain't adding up. Like, do you actually care about me? And do you want to see me get better? Or are you really just like loving the demise?
What the fuck are you talking about? How the fuck does that on? If she gets to where she needs to go, she gets where she's going. She's on a weight loss journey. If she gets to the end of the journey, people will stop watching. Oh, you almost hit me. It's like, that doesn't literally doesn't make fucking sense. If she gets to the end of her journey, there's no reason to watch her anymore. It's like, yes, that is true. If she loses all the weight, that's it. There's nothing to watch. People, there's many different camps who watch Amberlynn. I'm not going to pretend it's black and white like she seems to do, which is like the evil haters and like the good people who are like the greatest good people ever. Because like even in both camps, there are certain people who want her to succeed, there's certain people who want her to fail, there's certain people who like to see her this big, there's certain people who are horrified to see her this big, there's certain people who just do not care whatsoever. I feel like I fit quite neatly into that. I literally do not care what happens to Amber whatsoever. If she lost all the weight tomorrow, fantastic. If she gains 3,000 pounds and becomes a bedbound, like living blubber behemoth, fantastic. I don't give a fuck. I don't care whatsoever. She has this weird idea that like, if you like don't like her and like criticize her but also want her to succeed, you just don't make sense as a person. It's like, no, you can want someone to succeed and not like them. It's like if you see like an evil criminal and they're trying to reform and you're like, oh, I hate criminals, I hate that guy so much. Hopefully one day he changes himself. And he changes himself and you're good. I'm glad he changed himself. How does that contradict itself whatsoever?
The train wreck, so you can just like keep making that money. Like, it's just not enough, and that's just like hard.
She's like once again showing her she is obsessed with money. She brings up money constantly. Like, anytime her reaction channels don't like her or make fun of her or anything like that, it's like they're just trying to make money. They're here for the money. They're just trying to make money. When Destiny talks about it, you're just doing this for money. You just want money. She's a fucking obsessed with money. Holy shit.
Because the more train wreck I am, the more views I get. I was getting my lowest views when I was on really, really good track. When I first got with Feline, it was during that era. I was like,
no, you're getting your lowest views now, which is probably the peak of the train wreck. You're gaining weight. You've just failed weight loss surgery, and you've just lost your girlfriend. This would be like the peak train wreckedness, and she's really not doing any better than she was.
I was eating super healthy, and I was eating the lowest of views. And now that I'm like not doing that, I don't know.
You don't even have a point. Where did the point go? It's like she walked into the deep dark woods and just lost the fucking path at some point. Where the fuck was your point going? Guys, actually, when I actually was doing like really well and I was losing weight and I was happy because I just got a new girlfriend, the views went down. And now, yeah. What the fuck happened there? Like, what? I was waiting for her to say something stupid like, I actually got like over 2 million views last month. And I was going to have to then counter that by saying, yes, because you did 15 days of uploading in a row. So obviously your view count is going to be artificially increased from it usually is, because usually you only upload 10 times a month, as opposed to this time you uploaded 20-something times a month.
Things like that, when people say things like that, it's just like, it mentally messes with me.
That's
hardcore.
Stupid.
Knowing that I could lose my job if I become healthy.
Guys, just so you know, it's your fault if I don't lose the weight. I'm just letting you all know it's literally your fault for not promising to watch me forever and ever no matter what. It's your fault I can't lose the weight. I'm sorry, but I have to speak truth. I just have to speak truth, guys.
And successful in my weight loss. Like, that's... Like, don't say things like that, please.
Why?
Okay.
It's true. I'm sorry. I'm not... We can't go straight from that to your fucking bullshit feeder content. Please do not fucking do that. It's so stupid. It's just true. I'm sorry. It's just true. You're a freak show. No one likes you. People laugh at you. People watch you to see you as a train wreck. That's what people do. Boo-hoo. Sorry that it's too real for you. But like 80-90% of your audience, just based on the likes to dislike ratio, are here for the spectacle. If you lose all the weight, maybe, who knows, maybe 60% of the haters will be like, you know what, you proved us wrong, we're so proud of you, you're fantastic. But then they'd have no reason to watch. They might be happy for you, but they'd have no fucking reason to watch anymore. That's your fault. That's your bed. You fucking made it. You had to lie in it. I'm sorry. If she lost all the weight, like tomorrow, am I likely to watch her? Probably not. I can't imagine so. Because at that point, like, she's just boring. Like, she's an interesting train wreck. She's a funny, manipulative train wreck, which is, like, as a whole package, she is generally more interesting than, like, I don't know, if she was, like, 100 pounds and she was, like, want to see me sit here and do Lego, like, once she loses the weight loss journey aspect of her channel, that's like 80% of what she talks about. That's like 80% of her fucking content, poof, gone overnight. And we have nothing to replace. And her personality is not even close to interesting enough.
Okay, so...
Awful. There's a tiny fraction of her that was a little bit honest, because when she was cooking the cauliflower things earlier on, she like emptied the entire bag in, and I was like, what the hell? And she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna have them all. Might as well just make them all. And it's just like, okay, at least she's being a little bit honest here. But then she had the fucking gall to lie straight to her. I'm sorry, Goober, am I boring you? Just yawn right in my fucking face. She then had the gall to say, I'm just gonna have 3 of these guys. I'm gonna leave the others for Feline. And it's like, okay, so this is what's stopping you from having your takeout. You're so obsessed, you're so starving. You needed a takeout. So you had 3 small pieces of cauliflower with some baked on cheese. Okay. Fantastic, sure. And then, yes, of course, she made us watch her eat. She made us watch her eat. Yes, I think I said that right. She made us watch her eat all 3 of them. And she was like doing like side eye to the camera as she was eating them. So you just, as full feeder content as fucking humanly possible. Out of fact, Irishman here, sorry, I'm just quickly adding this in. This is also something because he is like very blatantly like lies about how much she eats. I probably should have included this when she is talking about, oh my god, people are so mean because they said they won't watch me if I do lose the weight. Part of the appeal for her is because she is like a morbidly obese, super large woman who clearly eats thousands upon thousands upon thousands of calories per day, and every single day she films what I ate in a day, and she shows like, I ate 600 calories, and people just know that's part of the train wreck. People know she is just lying constantly. It's why if she was like 100 pounds and she was like doing blatant lies, they're less fun because they're less obvious. Was this shit is like someone comes up to you smeared in shit and you're just like, are you smeared in shit? And like, it's chocolate. Do you want to lick me? That's more interesting than if someone just walked up to you and they're smeared in shit and you said, are you smeared in shit? And then, yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
Of just like questions, things to talk about. I have thought long and hard about getting a podcast, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I can yip and yap.
You can't talk for 10 minutes a day before repeating yourself 17 times, before making up countless fucking lies. If you had a podcast, you would shoot yourself in the foot 15 times an hour.
Talk and just, I literally could talk your ear off. I'm not even lying.
Sure.
Like, get me in the right mood and my mouth won't shut.
Okay.
I just don't think that I want to, Rattles, come here, baby.
Oh my god, thank god, Rarity. Rarity's the MVP of this fucking channel. She was just like, do you know what? I'm sick of seeing her. You guys are probably sick of looking at this thing. I'm just going to get in the way. I'm going to block the camera. Rarity's going to go in there. She's going to fucking tear out the circuits of that camera so we just don't have to ever see this fucking sight again.
walking in front of the camera.
Good
I
try,
just don't
Rarity.
think that a podcast is something that I would want to do by myself.
Yeah, imagine doing a podcast by yourself. It's almost like it's not really a podcast. But like, has anyone ever heard of like a solo podcast? Someone's going to say, actually, yes, there is a solo podcast, and it's very good. I'm sure the person who does that, the one person in the world who has a solo podcast, is probably the most charismatic person in the entire universe. Amber, she like I said, she can't even talk to the camera. This is basically a podcast. If her idea of a podcast is just sitting there talking about random shit, she pretty much is doing a podcast then. It's only 10 minutes long as opposed to fucking 2 hours. Podcasts generally are like a bunch of friends or a bunch of people with similar interests all talking. Like, what would she sit down and talk to another human about? Like, drama? Internet drama? Well, she doesn't get involved in internet drama, apparently, even though she is obsessed with the H3 podcast. And she mentioned another podcast earlier on that I've already forgotten, but it's like, this person says why they hate this person. And it's like, okay, so more drama shit. It's almost like that's all you care about. Like, what would she talk about? Oh, my favorite rip-off Lego brand is this. And my favorite tit window outfit is this from Torrid.
Like, having a co-host or maybe just like someone literally there, like a host, like a two-hoster.
Good work there. Just dig into that bra. Thanks, Rarity. You're trying so hard.
Me and someone else. Rarity.
That's butt.
I think that would be cool. I would totally do it, but it's like, there are...
But first I have to find someone who can, like, bother to sit down and talk to me for any length of time. How about all of your definitely real life friends? How about we get them to line up and audition to be your new co-host?
A couple people in my life, I feel like we would make a bomb.
Sure.
Podcast, I'm not gonna lie.
All your imaginary friends.
It would be drama, it would be hot topics, it would be controversial opinions. Like, it would be so good.
Okay, sure. Like, she's the type of person who, like, nowadays says something, like, really stupid and has to make, like, 17 clarification posts about the stupid shit she said. Like, remember the horse gate? Wasn't it a horse gate? Where she talked about, like, riding horses and how it's, like, deeply cruel for people of any weight to ride a horse or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was either that or it was her for or against it. Can't remember. But all I remember, it was, because I think it was before I started doing reactions, was just all I heard of it was this fucking horse gate. And in Shrimpgate, she's addressing it years later, numerous fucking times. Like, imagine if she did a podcast where she spoke controversial opinions. The entire next podcast would be her having to do clarification points for it.
But unfortunately, the two people I'm actually thinking of
don't exist?
Don't talk to anymore. So,
okay.
And the T is, one of them used to be my best friend.
Okay, sure.
And another one of them used to be my ex. So I'm not even going to say who and what and when.
Oh my god, guys. Tee. So we're just clickbaiting your ex's names again? Fantastic. Love it.
How, because it doesn't even matter, but I'm just saying that it would be a good podcast.
It does. I'm not going to say anything more because it doesn't matter, even though I went this far in telling the story. Like, why would you... Hey, okay, guys, actually, I want to tell you something here. I actually have a plan. I'm going to grow my channel. I'm going to have 2 million subscribers by the end of tomorrow because I have an amazing plan. It's like the greatest plan ever. I'm actually setting up a podcast. We're actually going to discuss like really in-depth, like really awesome bomb stuff. The biggest problem is the two people I'm going to do with it, one died in Vietnam, and the other one is currently on the International Space Station.
I don't even remember what I vlogged today. Honestly.
I also don't remember what you vlogged today, because this just... What are we doing here? Crying's good. I like crying. I forgot that was fucking so long. Feeder content. I have tits. Do you want to buy my mirror? Do you wanna buy my air fryer? And feeder content and whatever the shit that was at the end. Awful, terrible vlog. 1 in 10.
Can't remember a damn thing. So hopefully I vlogged stuff, because I literally cannot remember what I vlogged. Something about a cauliflower like bite thing, which I'm craving that. Those were so good, so I'm definitely gonna buy more.
Fantastic. Honestly, terrible vlog. Gonna compress it into the next one. See you there. Okay, back. This one is thinking about quitting YouTube. Obvious clickbait. I keep gaining weight. Obvious clickbait. And grocery haul. Just pain. Just pain.
Hello guys, it's another daily vlog. I don't know how I'm doing this. I don't know how I'm holding on. I didn't even want to get out of bed today.
Oh my...
I think that I am depressed.
Oh no, oopsie. I'm gonna pull my quirky face when I say I'm depressed. Fantastic. Literally last video, it was like, guys, it's so hard. It's so hard. Everything about my life is hard. And like half a fucking hour later, it's like, oh my god, guys, I'm so much happier. Strangely around the time she ate. Imagine that, guys. And now it's like, guys, it's so hard to get out of bed again. It's like, holy fuck. Jesus Christ, we move it back and forth. I get people talking about she's more bipolar than depressed now because of the amount of fucking changing of personality types I've had so far. Holy shit.
So, I don't even like vocalizing that out loud, so we're just gonna...
I don't even like vocalizing it out loud. Get quirky face. Oh my god, I'm like totes depressed. Oh, guys, I don't even like vocalizing. Sure, okay. Yeah, fantastic, whatever.
I kind of move past that, but just know that that is the era we are in currently.
Sure, the fake era, yeah.
I don't know if you guys hear that, but my upstairs neighbors are, I don't know, making a lot of noise. That's fine. I'm actually about to go weigh myself. I have not weighed myself in a very, very long time. For me, it's a long time. Probably like almost 2 weeks. I don't know. So
okay. When was the last time she, like, told us her weight? It was during the popsicle stick era, which I guess was... Yeah, I guess that was about 2 weeks ago now. It's hard to tell time because I've been so busy recently and I've been so far behind in her videos recently. So I guess, yeah, maybe about 2 weeks ago?
Something around those lines, and that's like a long time for me.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I'm gonna weigh myself, and I'm actually joining Lose It. My friend has inspired.
I'm joining Lose It. I'm assuming Lose It is similar to Weight Watchers. I've never heard of it before. I'm assuming it's the thing with Weight Watchers. I think we have Slimming World over here. I think it's one of the ones we have over here. Christ, fantastic. I want to, like, 2 days. 2 days. We're going for 2 days, maybe 3. Maybe we'll break the Weight Watcher record this time.
Me to count my calories.
Sure,
and
your friend who definitely exists.
I don't know. She has lost so much weight, and it's just like super inspirational.
Yeah, oh my god, that's so incredible. It's like she lost so much weight that she actually stopped existing.
She's been giving me advice, and
sure.
We joked around about her being my dietitian. It was just like a whole moment. But
oh my god, it's almost like that time when you pretended you had a dietitian because like some rando was like DMing you on Instagram. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Like her being my dietitian. But even I remember that storyline. Even I remember the storyline where she like claimed she had like a professional dietitian, and it was just like some fucking like food blogger or something like that on fucking Instagram. Well, are we doing that storyline again? It's just a dietitian who sent her the fake emails.
I just really need to like
stop
get
eating.
Back on track. Okay, the noise has stopped.
Oh my
because
god,
it's just like I have.
This noise has not stopped. You are still talking. I would much rather hear that person drag their couch across the fucking floor for the next 27 minutes and listen to you talk.
And eating my feelings, and like I'll have a really good day, and then the next day I'll have like a really bad day.
Oh, thank God that it's back.
Started again.
It's
I just don't know if you guys can hear it or not. So.
I can, thank God.
Who knows? But yeah, it's just
honestly all I'm listening to is that, because this is every vlog. It's like I said before. There's no reason she needs to do 15 days in a row. It's why I'm just like compiling her videos down into like 2 in 1 now, because this. We saw this earlier on. We saw this earlier on in this video alone from last episode. So we're skipping this unless something new comes out.
Okay, I just.
Yeah, we skipped the rest of it because it pretty much is just her claiming that she is eating like crap. However, her weight gain, if it does exist, is because she's so swollen, guys. It's obviously not because she's like fat and getting fatter or anything. It's because she's swollen, guys. Hashtag water weight just right now. And it's because her lipid demon's so confused because she's just doing too much exercising. Cool. I don't need to say anything. Cool, 100%.
Weighed myself. Yep. I took off all my clothes.
Sure.
Put them back on, obviously. I am a little bit shocked. Not gonna lie.
Can we hurry up?
Wow. I just feel super pathetic.
Is she gonna, like, because I can't remember what the next video title is, but I don't think she clickbaits what her weight is. I'm assuming she just tells us her fucking weight at some point in this.
Pathetic. Yeah, that's the word.
You are pathetic,
so I'm
yes.
signing up for Lose It now.
Are we not getting the weight again?
They're asking like a bunch of questions.
Oh my god, like a bunch of questions? Oh my god, this is like literally what we saw like a week ago when you signed up for Weight Watchers. Oh my god, it's like exactly the same thing.
Oh my god. Wow. So you scroll like all the weights. See that, like how you scroll and stuff?
Can we just get to it? Holy shit. It is like it's like she's expecting like a drum beat to be going on in the background of like hey! When she finally fucking reveals her weight. It's like, bro, imagine being like, I'm so upset about my weight gain, guys. And then she is literally just, she's blue-balling the audience, trying to cock tease you with her fucking slow reveal. Like, it's so deliberate.
When you're my size, you have to scroll for a hot minute. So I weighed in today at 537.0.
Sure, yeah, I definitely believe it was only a 6-pound increase. Cool, 100%. 537, I would say it's probably at very least high 540s. I don't know. I haven't seen too much of her when she was at her highest, but like no one believes her. She said she never went over 600 pounds anyway. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it's a 6-pound increase when all she has done is eat takeout apparently, and she can like claim that she is like doing all this exercising. We have never seen anything that even vaguely suggested. She has vlogged herself immediately afterwards going, oh, I've just finished my walk, and it's like, you're not even sweating. You're not even sweating. You could barely walk from your bed to your fucking cabinet and out the door without like staggering. And you're claiming you're walking far enough, you're meeting like numerous different people in the street. Fuck off. Sorry, no. you'll be eating like shit. Like, if you were exercising, I'll throw her a fucking bone here because it ruins her fucking point even more. If you were exercising in any way, you would be putting on muscle, which is heavier than fat anyway. And you also claimed that you are currently super swollen, more swollen than she has been in years. And it's a 6 pound increase in what? 2 weeks? 3 weeks since he told us to wait for like the popsicle stick thing? That was about 3 weeks, I think it was. Maybe 2.5, 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm really sad about that.
Oh, yeah, totes.
So now I have to pick a goal weight. You guys already know. 199. So you guys remember when I wanted to lose the 56?
So can we just set realistic goals as well?
6 pounds before I moved. I never explained why I chose that amount. It's because I wanted to reach 468, and 468 or like around there was the lowest I got while I was on Ozempic, and I wanted to get back to that point. And it's like now before I move.
You could just get on Ozempic if you want. I'm gonna refer back to the point in the last video where she was like upset that people are saying like, how dare people say that no one's gonna watch me when I lose weight. Like, Amber knows that. That's why, like, she has something like, here's Ozempic, this can help you lose weight, and she just isn't doing it again. Amber isn't trying to lose weight, in my opinion. Amber's happy enough at this weight because she knows this is her easy life. It's like Nick Ocado put on weight for attention. She is this weight, and she knows if she loses weight, she is not going to have anywhere close to the attention that she currently has, and that is terrible. For a narcissist, they need people to constantly sit there and watch them. They need to convince themselves, look at me, I'm a celebrity. I am so important. Anytime I put up a video, 50,000 people watch me. She needs that in her fucking life. Just cringe. A lot of people speculated the 56 pounds was because she wanted to be under 500 pounds again. So a lot of people were speculating that she was like 556 pounds because it was so weirdly specific. It seems so weird that 2-3 weeks later, she is now telling us the reason, and it is such a bizarre fucking reason.
I'm gonna have to like create a whole new goal.
What did she say? She wanted to be 468? Okay. That's weird, because like, wasn't she 531 pounds when she started this? Which would not make sense if she's losing 56 pounds and she wanted to get to 468. That math doesn't actually add up, so that's a bad start from Amber already. I know I'm pretty bad at math. That is a recurring joke. I'm pretty bad at math. My brain is very fuzzy in general. So I'm bad at math, but 531 minus 56 does not equal 468.
I need to like really snap out of it, figure it out, because this ain't it. This ain't it. I cannot let this be the end of me. Hello.
I cannot let this be the end of me. Hard cut to a mountain of groceries. I gotta say, she does this deliberately. It's like comedic cut timing. That's too funny. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. Love it so much. It's so funny that we're just like hard cut from her like last video being like, it's okay that I feel like this and it's good. It's actually healing for me to feel like this and sit there and wallow in my misery. And now it's like, I need to get away from the heartbreak era because it's ruining me entirely. Beautiful. The grocery haul, I think we all know I don't really care about this.
Hello. Okay.
Hello. That was 2.5 minutes of taking groceries out of bags, and yeah, it was everything you expected. Close your eyes, think of all of her previous grocery hauls. It was that. It was the, oh yeah, guys, I got protein bars because I'm on a diet now. Oh, I got cottage cheese. I got some more turkey. Everything you think it is. It was just that again.
So I've also decided to obviously do some intermittent fasting with my calories because
you didn't even do it last time. Can we not?
When I do that, it just helps me not think about food for a large majority of the day. And
that is actually a really good point. See the way, during her intermittent fasting, the last time we saw it, she was eating McDonald's during the intermittent fasting, and she blamed her intermittent fasting for her ordering the McDonald's. Do you remember that, guys? Yeah, because I remember that. Yeah, sure. It's weird that you did intermittent fasting and it really helps you like lose weight and all, and you are considerably heavier than when you started, even based on your entirely fucking fake new weight. Even based on that, you are considerably heavier than you were when you started doing the whole intermittent fasting new dieting systems.
Out of my 1,800 calories, I've had 792, and I still have about 6 more hours that I'm able to eat. Okay. It's like beyond easy for me to eat.
Please don't finish the sentence. Please let a meteorite strike and the next 8 minutes of this video be absolute fucking darkness. Just please do not have to start off another fucking diet for the 75th fucking time and claim that you're doing so well and it's so easy, because I have been here before many times and I've only been covering you for about 7 months now.
Even eat 1,800 calories in one sitting. A lot of people don't realize that they do that.
Okay.
The calories are sneaky little fellas. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm just like...
They're not... Some things can be, like, a bit like, oh, really? Jesus, I didn't know it was that much. But, like, this is a girl who has been, like, apparently on a weight loss journey for, like, a full decade. Well, really since she was 12 when she first joined Weight Watchers. Like, she's like, oh, I'm an expert. I know how to count calories and all. How does it confuse you? How does it surprise you at this point? What, like, certain things have a lot of calories. It's like, it shouldn't surprise you. You should be able to eyeball shit nowadays.
Like, at that point where I'm just like, I have to do this, like, in the same way that I have to breathe. I have to wake up and shower. I have...
Okay, sure. we know you don't do that, so we know you're not going to do your fucking diet. That we heard the... I need to do this, just like I need to breathe. We heard this during the weight loss surgery shit. That was 8 months ago. That was her rallying cry. If I don't do this now, I will be dead by next year. That was what she said. That we are 8 months later. We have just hit the rewind button. We're fucking starting again. Will Smith's coming in here. Oh, it's rewind time. Oh my God.
And I do want to say, like, I prefer taking Delta 8 over Delta 9 because Delta 9 is...
Isn't Delta... No, Delta V. I was thinking about fucking, like, rocket thrusters. I don't know the difference between Delta 8 Delta 9. People have tried to explain it to me. I'm sorry. I just, like, I don't know. They're weird gummies that get you high. That's all I know.
So I knew I had to stop taking that because the munchies, like, it's not going to help me in the long run. So I just need to, like, be proactive. Like, if I...
I'm going to quickly cut in because I'm cutting out most of the stuff I heard talking about the Delta Shay. She's now rewriting history because she claims that a bunch of times she's talking about Delta 8 previously. She accidentally was referring to Delta 9 because she was taking Delta 9 and Delta 9 gave her the munchies, but now she's only on Delta 8 and it's because of that she doesn't get the munchies. I'm assuming this is criticism because people are telling her, no, you are gaining weight and you're addicted to this shit now. Obviously, there's a link to it. You're doing this and you have the munchies, you're eating a lot. So now she's rewriting history. It's like, oh, well, no, that was what it was like previously when I was on Delta 9, but now I'm on Delta 8. Totally different. It's what she does a lot. It's what a lot of manipulators do a lot. They give a bit of ground in, like, but in the past. They always give the ground in the past because they'll change the story. They could have said to your face a million times, I did not do that. A million times, to your face. But then 2 years later, they'll say, oh, actually, I did do that. Look how good I am. Look how nice a person I am. I'm really honest. I came forward and I said about that thing. And I came forward and I admitted that I was lying back then. So you can't be annoyed at me for lying back then because I admitted. I nailed myself to the cross and came forward. Manipulators do this all the time. DSP is one in particular I did. I'm not sure if anyone knows who DSP is. DSP is Dark Side Phil. Massive lol cow. Video game lol cow. Rages in video games a lot. Terrible person. Begs. Snort. Pig roach. All that kind of stuff. You know if you know. One of his biggest things is he has like a clock where it's like he will never admit any form of fault for like a year. For like 1 year. He's like the South Korean government. For 1 year, he will not admit any form of fault. And then after that year passes, he will be like, actually, guys, do you know what? Yeah, I wasn't being honest on this date back over a year ago. No, but you can't use it against me because I've been honest. I've told you, but I'm being totally honest now. I'm being totally honest with you now. I wouldn't lie now. Look at me. Look, I wouldn't lie because I'm being honest. I'm saying I lied back then. And in a year from that point, you'll be like, yeah, actually, you know, I was lying there too. But, you know, I'm not lying now. I've learned and grown. He does that just on a fucking loop. There's like a rolling 12-month period. That's just what they do. It is just a very standard manipulation tactic because it makes them seem open, it makes them seem vulnerable, as Amber likes to say, but it's all just smoke and mirrors.
Hey guys, so I just did some dishes and put away some clothes and walked Twinkie.
I believe everything you just said there. Pop off, Queen.
I've been trying my hardest to pack more. It's just packing, sure. I don't know, me.
It's crazy. Legitimately, you could just turn the camera around and show us, but I guess that's not happening. Come on, like, bro.
Packing memories, like those things.
Is memory going to become like one of the bingo words for Amberlynn for the next couple of weeks?
Things are just not good because like every object I own gives me a memory or makes me think of like one day.
We are, like I said, I've recorded these two videos back to back to pretty much catch me up. This is legitimately the same conversation she had when she's talking about the dressers and the mirrors from last time. We're skipping this too.
Is YouTube the reason why I am over 500 pounds and I have...
Holy fuck, we had this question, like, a couple of vlogs ago, like 4 or 5 vlogs ago, like, people had asked her during the weight loss thing, do you think you'd be over 500 pounds if you'd be under 500 pounds if you weren't doing weight loss, YouTube, and she was like, no, no connection whatsoever, because I remember specifically saying she will never admit that, because Obviously, she's not going to say, yes, being on YouTube is what has caused me to be this big, because people will criticize her for it. She doesn't want people to just be able to tell her, oh, well, you should just quit YouTube then if you want to lose the weight.
I had to like go down memory lane. Me and memories. Hate those, but I had to go back down memory lane, and I was like, what is the highest weight that I reached while having like an outside job? And that was actually about 480 pounds, 490 pounds. I was a PCA worker. I worked at an assisted living facility.
Like, everyone knows I don't know Amber as well as you guys. Is that true? Was she that weight? I don't think she was as high as that when she was with Destiny. I don't think she was 490 pounds when she was with Destiny. I could be entirely wrong, but I don't recall her being like 490 pounds working as the care assistant.
When I was pretty much almost 500 pounds. So I can't blame YouTube.
Yeah,
I can't.
okay.
No matter.
So we've just gone back. Like I said, I called it. There's always the worry when I point out something that I'm going to have egg on my face here in a minute. But that's a risk I take. I roll that fucking dice. I called it. She's not going to blame YouTube because she doesn't want people to be able to turn around and go, well, if you want to lose weight, just quit YouTube. Because everyone says that to her already. She doesn't want people to have a reason to point it and go like, see the reason you said that you're overweight is because you should quit YouTube. Because you'd lose weight then. See, maybe you should just quit YouTube. Hurry and just quit YouTube. Get a real fucking job. She doesn't want to give people that ammo.
Where I've been in life, whether it was working a 9-to-5 or whether it was going to college or whether it was high school, or no matter what job, no matter what walk of life I've had, I've always turned to food. Like, it doesn't matter. Because I was sitting here and I was wondering, I was like, should I get a different job? Like, should I stop?
Sure, as long as she can get away with doing this, she will not get a new job. That is the one recurring thing with, like, Chantel, with Boogie, people like, every once in a while they say, I'm going to quit YouTube, I need to get another job, I'm retiring from YouTube, I need to get another job. Boogie has done it numerous times over the past couple of years since he lost popularity. Numerous times. They won't. They like the attention. They like the easy job. This is just a clickbait piece of shit for them. I'm entirely uninterested in this because it's like, yeah, we've seen this all before. You're not going to do it.
YouTube as a job. I mean, I'll always do YouTube, but definitely won't upload as often if it's not a job. I think that goes for a lot of YouTubers out there. But personally, I would never stop uploading because I love the connection.
I think I probably... What? If I had a real job, I'd upload less. Yes, you probably... would for most YouTubers, but not for you, since you film 15 minutes of content a day, and this is you doing a lot of work. Like, oftentimes you do one video every 3 days, so it's like you're on average filming 5 minutes of content a day. Do you know what? I think you'll find the time. Unless you work 18 hours a day, I think you'll find the time to do 5 minutes. Amber could easily get a job alongside doing YouTube. Easily. It wouldn't affect her in any way. She could still do 15 minutes of content a day and have like a normal 9-to-5 job. It wouldn't be a problem at all. At all. She just doesn't want to. Like, she gets more than enough money as it is. She gets $10,000 a month, maybe something more at different times of the year, maybe more if she uploads, like 15 days in a row, for example. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. She gets a lot of money. She gets plenty of money. She doesn't need another job.
I was like, should I go try to do something else? Like, build more routine, just more of a routine. And I was like, that has nothing to do with the reason why I am the way I am. Because I was a PCA worker and then I did data entry. Like, I was doing all these jobs and I was still massively gaining weight.
Wasn't she like a data entry for like very short period of time, and also wasn't like 500 pounds like she was claiming like she is like right now? Because like her heaviest with like Destiny, from what I remember seeing visually, and her heaviest, which she claimed she would reach the 587 pounds, whatever it was. There was not an 80-pound difference between those two weights. So I just don't buy it. I just don't get. I don't think this is real, like, whatsoever. Also, it is like she is being monetarily incentivized, as she said last time about the you'll lose subscribers and you'll lose viewers if you lose the weight. She's being monetarily incentivized by being on YouTube to stay this fat and to get fatter. That is just blatant. We see all the feeder content. If she quit YouTube, it is far more likely she would lose weight because she isn't incentivized to just sit on her fucking ass and film herself eating food.
I had a bunch of friends. I had a social life, like, every day, and I was still just, like, gaining weight steadily. Like, you can even see that. Like, there's proof, especially, like...
Yeah, but you're on YouTube. Like, what is she talking about? Guys, it's proof that YouTube doesn't matter because I hung out with people... And I also kind of worked another job, sometimes kind of, but mainly just to cling on to my girlfriend. But you were doing YouTube that entire time. You were vlogging all the time during that. So that's not... this isn't like an A/B fucking test, you know. It's nothing like that. YouTube has been constant in your weight gain. Constant in your weight gain. Other things have been temporary, but if you're looking at like a general control, YouTube has been the one constant. Everything else, going out with friends, that's on and off. Having another job, on and off. YouTube, always. And the weight has always fucking gone up. So most people would deduce from that, YouTube's probably the problem.
And that is proof. My experience in my life is proof of that. I think what I'm trying to ultimately say is like, this is my fault that I have chosen food as a comfort and I've kept it as my comfort. So now it's like...
Okay, I'm going to skip most of that. I'm going to include the this bit because it like hurt her and like, guys, I just have to admit that it is my fault. This is the fake vulnerability, the distraction technique I've talked about a few times. Because before this, everything before this, I'm not including because it is fucking nonsense. It is just her saying, YouTube is provably, definitely just not the issue. God, I so wish it was, because if YouTube was the issue, it's so easy to fix. I would happily quit to save my life. But unfortunately, YouTube just isn't the issue, because it just isn't, guys. And there's no explanation why it isn't. It just isn't. The end. It just isn't, guys. Also, money. How dare you guys criticize her for all the money she makes and saying, like, well, to be fair, you making $10,000 for doing literally nothing, it probably doesn't help you. No, guys. You're entirely wrong. Even when she was super young and she only had one pair of trousers for years, she still was obese because somehow she managed to scrounge money for food and steal food and stuff like that, and got to 420 pounds by the time she was 16, which I don't think is even true, because I thought she started her weight loss journey in her 300s, but she's claiming like she was like 420 pounds before she even started YouTube, and was like 490 pounds like about the time she met Destiny. I don't think that's true. I'm not 100% sure though. I could be wrong, so I'm going to hold my hands up. Out of that Irishman again, I'm just quickly jumping in, because one thing I want to make a point is he also did mention that she was like 300 and something pounds when she was like 12 years old, and that's why she started Weight Watchers. She recently showed a picture of her when she's 12 years old. I didn't include it because I don't really like to include pictures of kids in my photos for obvious reasons. She was nowhere near 320 pounds. She was chunky, yes, for like a 12-year-old girl, certainly. In no way was she 320 pounds. Like, no chance, especially when she's like, what? She's 5'3" now, so what size would she been then? There is no way she was 320 pounds. This is just fucking Narnia. The one thing I'm going to make a point of is, when I talked about her and her younger brother, and my mother chose to let him fly free and all that shit, and a weird over-romanticizing thing she has with her mom, because I saw people commented and let me know about it, where she seems to like go back and forth between which of her parents she hates at the time and who was at fault, and weirdly when we're in a period of her like idolizing her mom and like being obsessed with her mom, because she was talking about like, I grew up in a poor home where my dad, just to get high, he would rather buy stuff to get high as opposed to buying anything for us kids. And it's like, she mentions like talking with her mom about her finances during the cancer arc, where she said she was talking about the finances of when they were young, and her like it was all like the dad's fault for getting. And it's like, I thought your mom got high too. Your mom's also an addict. She went to jail for being a drug addict. You got taken off them because she was an addict. You told the story about how you had to save your little brother's life and you couldn't wake up either of your parents. But now she's talking about it as if only her dad was the one getting high. It's really bizarre how she's just entirely throwing her dad under the bus recently. So much so that she's even like with her whole essay thing that happened to her, she randomly pushed it on her dad and his friends and then changed the story to be like, actually no, it was actually my cousin. Well, actually no, I claimed it was my dad and his friends to protect my cousin for some reason. It's weird. This whole thing's fucking weird.
Formed into a massive addiction. And I am blaming myself and nobody else but myself.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like freeing. It makes me...
Yeah, you're blaming yourself as a shield. You're blaming yourself to try and avert people. Because like you said, you're trying to say, nope, not YouTube's fault, so you can't tell me to quit YouTube. Nope, it's not money's fault, so you can't tell me that it's unhealthy that I'm getting this amount of money, and as such, I'm feeding myself to death. This is all just a distraction technique. She wants people to focus on this bit where she's like, I finally admit it's my fault. As opposed to like being able to actually say, no, it is your fault because you're on YouTube and you're refusing to quit YouTube because you make too much money. She's trying to dispel those 2 points, and then you just have you focus on the other point.
You want to just like take steps further to do better and be better. And I don't want to blame outside things like YouTube or money. Like, that's crazy.
Editing Lynn.
You blamed your childhood? Like, that's an outside thing. Okay, fantastic.
Here, I hope you guys enjoyed. I forgot to end this vlog, and I will see you guys in my next one for day 4.
Yeah, you're just too busy, like, making up absolute fucking nonsense. What a pile of shit. These 2 vlogs have been very similar. That both of them are very much the same thing, just over and over again. I'm going to edit them down into 2 videos. Really not fussed in either of them. You could have just watched one, and it pretty much accounts for both. Yeah, have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.